Sometimes I think it's keyboard players become keyboard players because their mothers made them practice, you know, and stuff. I don't know. The guitar for me came out of rebellion more than anything else, I think, against, you know, the theory of piano and violin and all the rest of it and all that stuff.
About 18 years. Started when a friend of my father's used to come around a lot, talk about J.J. Cale and Eric Clapton and borrowed all his records.
Yeah.
I think I've still got a few. And then my dad got me a Fender for my birthday once. And I was supposed to learn how to play classical gas, but I never got around to that because I got sidetracked into playing blues. And I don't regret that though, but
you don't regret not learning fingerstyle guitar, just...
Well, I don't regret it, no, because it's got me to where I am now, but it's something that I'd like to get into a bit more.
Right. And if you're going to get into, as opposed to using a bit of, what we're talking about here is you use a bit of plastic to play with, don't you?
These horrible things, look like toenails.
Right. Do you like a thick pick?
Quite thick ones, yeah.
Yeah. Make a good racket, these. You know that a pick is actually the biggest amplifier that there is, which I've found out at my cost, you know, because I don't often use one. I use one when I want to play a rhythm part, but on a record or something, but I actually got into a bit of finger picking, and that's something that, so Rick, if you were going to learn finger picking, you'd need to have a guitar teacher probably, wouldn't you? And
well, I'd certainly need pointing in the right direction, yes.
Yeah, can you play us just a few bars of something that you've written? I mean, 20 seconds, 10 seconds of something that you've written, just so people can get an idea of, just something that, just give us a few bars of anything, so we can kind of find something to get going on.
This kind of thing.
It's really great that getting into that.
Bottom E down. It's marvellous, isn't it?
The lower D, it's a very important thing in guitar playing, yeah. But also you've got a lot of that drone thing going on, haven't you? Which is the basis of, well, pretty much it all, isn't it? And in a sense, what you're trying to do as well is accompany yourself, and you're getting a little bit of melody going.
Well, yeah.
That's one of the great.
I mean, that's the best I can do without knowing all the finger stuff, I suppose.
Well, the fingering stuff.
The bottom D gives you like a pad to play on the top of, then.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then if you're playing like within a chord, you get all these other notes in that
shapes and that's your melody coming in there. Yeah. Yeah. Can you just have a look at that vibrato there again?
Like that.
Yeah, no.
Shaking chords?
Yeah, I see you using, you like to use the, that whammy bar there.
I never used to, but since I got this one, I used to have another Fender, but I never used to bother with this. And then when I got this one, I got into like shaking chords a bit. But, I mean, there's no substitute really for shaking it with your left hand, you know, like making it ache, bending it up a bit. You know, you can't beat that for me.
Can't beat that for you?
Can't beat that for me.
Yeah. I must have, you know, fallen asleep doing all that, you know, the art of falling asleep playing like that stuff, getting my bends and getting the vibrato at the end of the bend.
Yeah.
The only thing that you've got to watch for there is just that you're not going sharp, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you were going up to a G there, weren't you?
That was a G, right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah.
And that's
But,
like bit of Roy Buchanan kind of thing, bit of Don Gibson, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah.
And just playing as little as possible and making him sing.
Absolutely, yeah. And the thing about that is you can get to the note going through. You're going through two. Or you can actually go up just from one, which is really nice.
Yeah.
You know, to in that style, from 1 fret below.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love it.
Because you're going to go there anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or whatever you're doing. The only thing I would watch really is that never gets
Too sharp. Yeah.
there, and then it just and that's a common thing.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that what a lot of players tend to do is they tend to get very excited. They play manic from the point one, you know. And it's a bit like when you hear a really great singer, you'll hear. You know, and I know when I was younger, I was just over trimming all the time, you know. And it's just a thing. It's just, you know.
There goes a lot of it as well.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I think it's really in sheer enjoyment of doing it. You know, the guitarist in a lot of the game.
I started playing at the age of 14 to 15, and then in my later life at school. I sort of wasn't very academic at school. Didn't sort of come through very well. But
guitarists don't normally shine too well at school.
I know. But I picked up on music, and I sort of just loved the sound of the guitar. And when I was a young kid, I was sort of into bands such as Iron Maiden and Van Halen and all that, and having the screechy guitar tones. I just loved the sound of it. It was
like making a racket.
Yes, totally. Annoying the neighbours and stuff like that. That was me.
So how has that changed?
As I went to music college, it sort of I just developed into different styles, hearing it, different concepts in the way, and sort of fusing all the things together, really.
Give us
nice sort of
an idea of
put together of
a
a well-known tune. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Except that, you know, you might just try taking some of the sharpness off.
Yeah.
Back forward there. Yeah, in there. Now try it now, a bit more quietly as well. You're just down a bit now. So play that little bit of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Another thing would be, Jimmy, would be that's really, really lovely. But again, you know, if you got your tremolo just closer to where you'd need it, rather than it just sort of being there, you can actually get.
I just sort of naturally just try and reach.
Because when you actually grab for it, you know, you're losing time. Where you're actually involved in playing there, you're having to come away from the focus. You have to get that. So you're actually going down, you're grabbing, and you're coming to it. It'd be better if you had it.
Got it there constantly.
Well, yes, or you just had it. You had it tensioned so that it was in that position. You don't necessarily have to have. Actually, I wouldn't say necessarily rest your hand with it, because then you'll get into pitch problems.
Yeah, I just like it so it's there and then it's out of the way.
Could you have it? Could you not have it a little closer, so that
Maybe
you didn't have to lose time?
Right.
Because it's a bit like, you know, when we were talking about driving, you know, when you're driving a racing car, which is one of my
try there.
hobbies.
Now it feels like it's in the way there. You see, for me now.
That's
you know,
one of the
it
things
feels like
about
that's in the way of my sort of playing now. I feel as if it's out the way for me, then I can feel free to do that.
All right. Well, then when you do go for it, when you do manage to get it, then don't give it quite as much
Right.
know. Just be a little bit more gentle with it.
Okay.
But let's just to go for that same bend again, but don't give it quite as much. No. Come up to it and then reach down for it, grab it.
Right, so then go for it.
Well, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
all. So go, whatever it was, do, bam. That's what you did. You did well there,
Right.
didn't you? Okay.
Right.
Fourth bar or something.
Something like that.
We'll try that again then.
So. And into there.
Yeah. Was that why you did it?
I'm unsure. I don't think about it. I just
Oh, I see.
do it.
Yeah.
Just sort of just trying to play it the way I feel for it, the way I hear it in my head.
Yeah, it's
and
piles of
like a
t-
free
yeah.
time.
I started when I was about 11, I think.
Right.
Just sort of strumming around on an acoustic guitar and sort of work my way through sort of rock and pop music and sort of got into jazz, as I say, when I got down to Leeds.
Yeah. Well, what brought you into jazz?
I think it was mainly to do with just the really good atmosphere that there was when I got down there. There was a lot of young players there, a lot of people who were really into music. And I hadn't really seen a lot of that, a great deal, on such a great scale anyway.
What is it about the guitar that you like?
Well, this guitar.
No, just the guitar. What was it attracted you to it in the first place? And is it the same reason that keeps you at it now?
When I started playing, I was, as I say, like 11, and I was wanting to be a rock star and all that sort of thing. Just the reason why most people, I think, pick up the guitar. Sort of I was playing tennis rackets before this.
Yeah, so, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then gradually, as I've sort of moved on and become better and all that sort of thing, I've started to get more into the musical side of things, obviously, and that sort of thing.
Just give us a few bars, example of what you're about at the moment. Just play it.
Okay,
play us a bit.
I'll give you a couple of things. That particular tune is, that's the chord progression behind a tune. And the tune is just basically 4 notes. And I try to use those different chords to sort of bring out the qualities of the really simple melodies.
So how's the melody?
The melody is just, it goes, it's a waltz in 3/4.
Yeah, right.